Sir, shall we start?
Okay, madam. Now 116 they have joined them.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Time is 10:06. Okay. Okay, madam. We can start.
We'll start. Okay,
Your
sir.
students will join. Okay. Okay.
Okay. A very good morning to one and all present here on a thrilling Thursday morning. So we are very proud to say we, Nehru Group of Institutions, have our own placement cell, Nehru Corporate Placement and Industrial Relationship. You have been attending so many sessions delivered by our own experts for the past 8 days. But today it's going to be a different experience for you. So today we have a great person, Mr. B. Lawrence Bureau, Director, Nehru Corporate Placement and Industrial Relationship. Sir is going to address us on Introduction to NCPAR. So we feel highly privileged to have you with us today, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now I invite Mr. K. Arun, Assistant Professor, BSc and BBA, Nehru College of Aeronautics and Applied Sciences, to introduce our resource person. I welcome you, Arun, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. B. Lawrence Brewer, an individual with 20 plus years of experience from both academic and industry with a passion in career guidance and counseling. A management graduate from a Pioneer Institute, leads a dedicated and fun-loving team at NCPIR. Have worked with leading companies like SSI Limited, NIIT, Alliance Bajaj, Aviva, and A-Star High-Tech. As expertise in the field of IT training, financial sector, and education. Has a wide experience in the areas of IT education, franchise distribution, agency management, bancassurance and business partnership development, product development, and project launching in India and abroad. Has been with the Nehru Group of Institution for last 5 years, head NCPIR team. So thank you, sir. And
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your brief introduction about me. Very warm good morning to all of you present here. I thank Sringal Odibel, sir, for this opportunity and Nehru Aeronautical Applied Science College for giving us this opportunity to talk to the freshers. Is it getting echoed? Yeah, I think now it's better. Is it audible, ma'am? So for everyone?
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So to briefly introduce about Nehru Corporate Placement and Industrial Relationships, we are an exclusive team that works towards the training and placement of NGI students. So which means that Nehru Aeronautical Applied Science is also a part of us for the training and placements. So we are a strong team, about 15 people working with us with a wide experience of more than 10 to 15 years of corporate experience, having worked in different companies by different people. They have been into training, they have been into product development, they have been into sales. So all these people have come together as a team, and we are working here at Nehru Corporate Placement and Industrial Relationships with the guidance from our CEO and Secretary, Dr. P. Krishnakumar sir, who has always been our mentor and a guiding force in guiding us wherever we require changes, wherever we can make changes. So he has been a wonderful mentor for us all through these years. So with his guidance, we have developed as a team, and we are working in bringing change in the people's life. So that's our main agenda. So we at NCPR, the team of 15 people, we work as a two team. One is on training and development. The other one is about placement and industrial relations. We have about very senior person in placement with Mr. Shivamani, who is working with us for more than 8 years with us, NGI. We have Mr. Shivakumar, the senior manager, also is working with us. We have Mr. Jabarul Raj, who is part of the placement team based out of Chennai. He works from Chennai, talking to companies in Chennai and bringing those people. And from the training department, we have Mr. Ramesh Raja, who is heading the training department, and he has been with us for more than 5 years. And we have Mr. Arun, an expertise trainer soft skills trainer who has experience in aeronautical industry as well. He has worked in aeronautical industry. And we have Mr. Anand, who is working with us for the last so many years, very experienced veteran who is in the teaching fraternity. Apart from that, we had so many people, Kirti, we had Priya, all these people have been working with us, and this is our team. And we work towards building students' life when they move out of the education. That's what we do as a team. So we work for the whole group. We have almost about 21 colleges with us. So we ensure that all our students who passed out of NGI get the benefit, get the career being started. As we always believe, our founder chairman has always believed in a motto of building true citizens. So based on that motto, we have been working so that our students, not only on their career, they should also be a very true citizens in molding their career. So that's what our key motto is all about. And we operate at NCPIR, the Nehru Corporate Placement and Industrial Relationship. We operate on the motto of CQ. We call it a CQ, that is create, construct, and compensate. So this is one of the most important aspect what we do. All our training programs, all our activities will revolve around these key three areas of create, construct, and compensate. So what do we do around creating a students? I know that you all just completed your 12th standard, are just getting into a career, want to set up a wonderful beginning. So we always believe in creating something. I know you people are very good. You are very good in your academics. You have done fantastically well. That's why you come and join. You have selected a program with Nehru Aeronautical Applied Science. This is a wonderful career opportunity for you people, because this is the area, this is the industry that is developing in India recent past. If you look at in Indian aviation sector or aerospace sector, India is becoming a hub for manufacturing, hub for airlines, because of so many new airports and other airline related activities are getting developed in India, and India is becoming a whole hub for the whole world. So that's an agenda. That's the advantage of being in this area. And you have been very right in selecting Nehru Aeronautical Applied Science, because this is one of the top institute in the country. Even if you go and do a Google search, the best colleges for aeronautical, you will first have Nehru Aeronautical Applied Science, because we have been in this industry for more than 52 years, the most experienced institute with us, which has produced wonders in the people's life, creating careers for so many people globally. So our students have been working in top corporates, top airlines, top industries in a great position, and that's why we are able to do this course, to this program for the last 52 years, because we always believe our students are our strength. So going by that activity, we at NCPR, we want to create that right from the first year onwards. When you have just come into the first year, why do we do this orientation program? Or we have done it for last 8 days, and you have so many other activities coming in the coming days. But why do we do that? We want to ensure when you get into a career life, all these years as a student who has done a schooling, it's all fine. You all had a different idea. You all had a different motives. You all had a different vision. But here, what we are trying to do is we want to ensure you people are aligned to your dreams, because your parents have a dream, you have a dream, and everyone has got a dream in your life and to be a wonderful person in a career. So based on that, we at NCPR, the management has decided we need to nourish our students, we need to channelize our students so that they are clear about what they want and clear about what they want to become in their life. So that's where NCPR plays a very major and important role in creating. That's why we start with the CQ called create. We create in you a passion, a dream, which you already have, or if you don't have, we want to create a dream in you. We want to create a passion in your life so that you always believe in what you dream about. As our Abdul Kalam sir, as former presidents, always said dream, talked about dream for the youngsters. And we vouch for that, and we also believe in that. And we have seen that in our people who had the real dream, who had the real vision when they started off their career, they had come out with flying colors in their life. They have been a wonderful personalities. They have been a great role models for all of us. And they have been proving to the world, yes, believing in your dream is always gives you a great career. And that's what we do in NCPIR. We try to create in you people a dream, and we channelize you so that what we try to build where all possible with the right kind of guidance, right kind of training, right kind of inputs, where we help you to channelize your dreams and go towards achieving it in your life when you come out of it. Because students always have a mentality when they come for an academic, when they come for a college after completing their 12th, and they always think, okay, till 12 I have slogged my life, I have struggled, I have done 8 hours or 10 hours of study, I went to so many tuition centers, I have put all my efforts. Now next 3 years I'm going to enjoy my life. That is what they always believe, because you always see in the movies that college life is a fun-loving place, it's a fun-happening place, and people are very relaxed. Yes, I say that it's a wonderful place, it's a fun-loving place, everything is perfect, it's there, everything is there. But we always believe in you need to have fun, you need to enjoy your life in your college, but at the same time, this is the place which decides your career, your future. If you see so many people's lives, their career has been changed in their college life. They would have dreamt in their school they want to become, but it all changes when you enter a college life. How it changes your life is going to be the major turnaround thing in your life. So in academics, when you come to a college, you have a wonderful time. You meet a lot of new friends. You meet so many variety of people. You have a wonderful faculties from different expertise, different experience. Some people with 25 years, 30 years, friends from different background, diversity. So many things are there. At the same time, what we say is, yes, that's all required, but it all revolves around you should not get deviated or move away from your dream or your passion for which you have selected the program. Because you all have selected this program with the passion and dream. You want to be in the aeronautical industry. You want to have a wonderful career in the aeronautical field. You would have told all your friends that you are joined an aeronautical program and you're going to fly in some years. You're going to be on airports. You're going to be in aviation sectors. So all these things you would have shared with your friends, with your family, with your neighbors, with your cousins. Okay, and your parents would have been very proud of you getting into an aeronautical industry. Yes, it is there. That is why you have selected it. At the same time, we at NGI and NCPIR want to ensure that your dreams are getting fulfilled. That's a promise what we give. We help you as a tool to enhance your career, to channelize your career. That is what we create in you. That is what our motto starts with. We create in you a desire, we create in you a passion and a dream, and we channelize so that we try to find out, tweak whatever possible areas which we can help you to identify, and we also give you guidance. We get your industry experts to talk to you people over the next 3 years, where you will be interacting with the top industry people. You will understand what industry wants, and you will know how you need to prepare yourself for the career, your next 3 years plan. So this is what we create. The second motto, what we always follow is we construct. How do we construct? We bridge you a gap. See, academics is one thing, industry is one thing. So we try to bridge in a gap where you always have a cordial relationship with the industry people. We get you an opportunity to go to visit the airports, visit the people. We get you an opportunity where the top people in the industry talk to you. We get you an opportunity where you can go on people and talk and you can understand what is required. And we also help you in identifying the skill set that is required for you to build so that you have a great career when you go out of your academics. When you move out of college, we always want to ensure that you go with a great career, you go with a great passion which you already had, so that you and your family and everybody, we feel always proud about you people. So that is where we say always we believe in creating something. You might come with some set of skill sets, but what is expected from the industry will be slightly different. they would be requiring certain skill sets which is required for the industry. It might be today you might work on some technologies, but after 2 years or 3 years, 4 years, there might be a different technology when you come on. So that is where we try to create in you in building a technology or the knowledge sector, where we try to create a pool of knowledge where it is relevant for you on industry perspective. You learn in academics, but we also want to ensure that whatever you learn in academics, plus you learn something new that is in the industry relevant study. That's where there will be so many add-on programs will be there for you along with the programs which your college will be giving you. And that's where we also play a role in bridging the gap between the academics and the industry. That's what we construct in you, so that you are equipped when you move out of your education in the next 3 years, you are equipped to face the world, so that you don't have to worry about, okay, I've studied this thing, but when I come out of it, it's totally new. They ask something new. I did not study about it. So that's what we try to construct in you people. Okay, this is what you study, this is what industry wants, and this is what you need to learn during this period, so that when you move out of the college, you are equipped, you are industry ready, and you have a great career. And next thing what we do is we compensate with you wonderful opportunities. When we talk about compensate, we would like to talk about what are the opportunities or the companies that comes to for the campus recruitment. We have all what we always say proud, happy about saying that we are the only institute which gives maximum opportunity for aeronautical students. The maximum companies that comes for placement or is for the Nehru Institute. Because first thing is we are an expertise college, because we have been in this industry for the last 50 years. We have a great history. And the next thing is we talk about our faculties. We have a wonderful and great experienced faculty from industry and from various backgrounds. They have been in this teaching and they have been in the industry where their expertise gives you wonderful knowledge. And third thing is about our management, which always believe in giving the best to the institute and for the students. The management always works towards so that our students get best opportunities in the country. So that's where we also play a major role in bringing you companies. I can say a few companies which comes to this college on a regular basis, and we also have an exclusive tie-up with HAL Academy, Hindustan Aeronautical Academy. We are the first college to have an academic relationship with Hindustan Aeronauticals for the training and equipping our students for the industry relevant programs. And we also have companies like Capgemini that comes. We have companies like Honeywell that comes. We have Air India company, Air India SATs that come for recruitment. We have GMR Aerospace. You could have seen in the newspaper, so many airports are managed by GMR and GVK. So these companies, they regularly come to our campus for campus recruitment. And we have companies like IGT Solutions, which recruits for Indigo Airlines. They are the recruiter for Indigo Airlines. So these companies come for recruitment. And we have companies like Genser Aerospace, which comes here on a regular basis. Apart from that, we have some technical publications companies which require AME students and aeronautical students with their expertise. Because now, as you know, everything is getting computerized, everything become technology oriented. So we have companies like Quest Global that comes and recruits our students for this. And we have companies like Lionbridge, which recruits our students for our technical publications. We have Sono Vision, which also recruits our students. So we have so many wide range of companies that visit our college for recruitment. But what we say is, there are three things that we expect from the students. Is all this is happening, all these facilities are there, everything is happening in the college. We give you right training, we give you right inputs, we give you right advice and guidance. Our team works towards that in training and equipping you. But there are four set of things that is required for you to be a successful person when you come out of your college or your academics. Which industry expertise. Our team in the next 2 days will talk to you about on all these parameters. I'm going to just brief you about on as a hint what all things that you will be understanding, what all things you will be learning in the next 2 days from our team about an in-depth knowledge. I'm just going to give you about the highlights of what the things you are going to learn about it through NCPR. First thing an industry expects that from a student who doesn't have an expertise or who doesn't have a work experience in industry, when they recruit, they expect 3 to 4 things from a student. The first most important thing is the communications. The communication plays a very important role in your career. I'm sure you all would have learned English in your schools till you're 12. I'm sure that you're going to learn that again here. But what I say as a communication is not about just learning English for your exams. It's about talking. It's about communicating with the other person. Not only in English, it can be any language. Communication is not just stick to English communication, English as a language. We believe that communication is, it can be any language which you are comfortable, which you can speak fluently, okay, and so that other people understand you the way you communicate. It can be any language. It can be Tamil, it can be Malayalam, it can be Hindi, it can be any Kannada, Telugu, whatever the language you are very strong, you need to be a good communicator on that. But what we say is, yes, you are good in Tamil, you are good in Malayalam, you are good in Hindi, you are good in Bengali or Kannada, whatever language it can be. Yes, you are good in that, but we also have to understand what does the world wants, what does the client want, because you are working in an industry which is a global industry. You are working in an industry where you always have a passion. I want to go abroad. I want to go overseas. I want to work in different airlines. I want to travel around the world. Then you need to have one language as a good communication, that is English language. English language communication plays a major role for you people when you go out of your academics, because industry wants people, because you are going to communicate with the people all over the world. There is only one language which all people can understand is English. So we always believe that if you have a good command over your communication, command over your language, you are the best person to get into a wonderful career. If you don't have, that's where we play a major role. We help you as an NCPR team. We help you in building your communication. That's where we train about. That's where our trainers are going to talk to you on this. We will ensure that your communication gets built so that you don't have to suffer when you go out of your academics. We will be starting the training right from the first year onwards, so that over the next 3 years, we will build you. That's what we talked about. We create an idea about for you. We construct so that we build in you the expectations from the industry, so that you are equipped when you move out of your academics to industry. So first thing is required is your communication. That plays a very important role. And the next important thing that is required for you is your knowledge level. There are two things. One is knowledge and the next one is skill. What is the difference between knowledge and skill? The knowledge plays a very important role when you go for an interview, because they will not ask you anything irrelevant to you. They will ask you something relevant which you have studied in your academics right from your first year onwards. They want to check how good you are in observing things, how good you are in understanding your academics, how good you are in your learning abilities. All these things they will be checking you by asking you questions that is relevant, that which you are studying in the first year, second year, and third year. So this is a very important, your knowledge. So why do I specify knowledge is any company that comes, for example, I will take you GMR Aviations. Okay, they come for our college, and we also have Tata Advanced Technologies, which also comes for our recruitment. Okay, these are the top companies. When they come for our recruitment, they have a criteria. You should have above 70% in your academics. That is right from your first semester onwards. You need to have 70% and above in your academics without any arrears. That is very important thing. That plays, because why I'm telling you people right now is, I'm sure that you all have done fantastically well in your 12th exam. That's why you are here. But normal student mentality is they always believe, when I come to college, let me relax for first 2 years. When I come to the final year, I will start working on that. So that's always the mentality of the students. They always believe that, okay, 2 years, let me relax. I have put all my efforts in 11th and 12th. Let me relax. When I come to the final year, I will catch up. I'm sorry, my friends. I'm very sorry to say that this is where students make mistake. This is where so many people in the country are jobless. They don't know what to do. They are not able to get into a top companies right from the word go. They always struggle to get into the top companies. They spend 10 to 15 years in working under entry-level job, then moving up the career. When they, after 15 years, they'll come to a particular position by struggling. But what we say, we have seen, what we say always is, students who are good in academics right from first year, they get into top companies right from the word go, right from the day one. When you move out of your academics, when you move out of your college, you get into top companies, you get into a good position. If you take 3 years, 5 years down the line, you will be in a top position in the industry, and you will be the most sought after person, which most of the students miss because of this academics. Because they always think, okay, let me relax for 2 years, and when I come to the final year, I will let me have some arrears. I'll enjoy. I always feel happy telling my friends, I have 4 arrears, I have 5 arrears. They always feel proud till they go out of the college. You talk to the people who has gone out of the college with arrears, then you will know the reality of the industry is all about. How much they struggle, how much they slog, how much they hurt their parents by not getting into a good career. So let me tell you, right from the first day, we at NCPR always emphasize, we always tell students, this is very important. Your academic plays a major role. That's where we always say knowledge, because they will test your knowledge. When you get, how do you get your knowledge? When you learn your lessons right from the first year, you have knowledge, you gain knowledge, you understand it. And the next thing is skill. When you move, what is the difference between knowledge and skill? Knowledge is something what you acquire by learning, listening to people, but skill is something which you will always acquire by practice. Whatever you learn, you need to put it into practice. We encourage students to go for internship, industrial visits, work there, part-time, do a part-time work, you do your evenings, do some work, wherever possible. Get into the industry, talk to more number of people, wherever you are, who are into the industry. Get into a LinkedIn Connect. I don't know how many of you have LinkedIn account. I'm sure everybody will have a Facebook account, WhatsApp account, Twitter account, or Snapchat. But I don't know how many of you are having LinkedIn account. LinkedIn account is a professional social media where you will interact with top people. You get to know their friendship. You can learn from them. So create an account so that you are equipped, you are aligned with the industry. So improve your knowledge. That's where you can practice. You can, whatever you learned in academics, put it into practice. Develop a model, develop a design, talk to your faculties, do a small projects. Each semester, do a small project relevant to your studies. That will give you a knowledge and expertise, which will keep you updated and aligned with the industry. Because when you do a project, you will talk to people outside. We will connect you to the people in the industry where you can discuss and understand how things are happening. So this will keep you aligned with the industry, what happens in the industry for the next 3 years. So your knowledge is first thing, and transfer that knowledge into skill. Because when you do something as a project, when you do go and visit a place as an internship or industrial visit, you gain practical knowledge. So whatever you studied, you will be able to see that is happening in the industry. And you will also be able to see what is happening in the future, things that's going to come in the future, which you have not learned here. So this will keep you equipped to face the challenges in the coming when you come to the final year or when to get into the corporates. So this is the second thing which I want to tell you. First thing is your communication. Second thing is knowledge and skill. And the third thing is your attitude. Attitude plays a very, very important role in your life. For this, I need to give you a small example, because now if you see your parents or your teachers in your schools, wherever you go, they always talk about any top personality, any people, even if your parents are working in big companies or corporate, they always talk about a good attitude person. They always say, oh, this guy is good, yeah, he has good attitude to learn. Because your attitude plays a very important role in building your career and growing up in your career, right from your academics. Even in your college, the faculties will always look for people with a very good attitude, and they'll be always be helpful to those people who has a good attitude. That's a common factor in the whole world. So same thing applies to you when you go to a job or even in your house, wherever you are. This attitude plays a major role. I'll give you an example about a person with a good attitude, how things have changed his life in NGI. This happened a year back, where one of our students was doing an MBA program with us in one of our college. Okay, his name was Agai Babu. He was doing a program with us, and let me tell you, this guy, we had a company called Amazon. Now everybody knows who Amazon is all about. So Amazon come to a campus for recruitment, and you people also get an opportunity if you are willing to be part of the placement drive to work in Amazon. So Amazon has come for recruitment of MBAs. Okay, asking about the first criteria they said is we want students who has got 70% and above in their academic. That's the first criteria. Okay. See, let me tell you, repeat it, 70% in their academics, that is not from the MBA. This is right from the undergraduate, whatever the program. Now you might be doing a BSc program or AME program or BA, avionics. So there is always, that, we also have an MBA and an airport management. Okay, so these people get an opportunity. When an MBA company comes, they look for their skill sets, they look for the academics right from the UG. They say how much you scored in your UG, what is your percentage. So the criteria for Amazon is 70% from their academics right from UG. And this guy who is in the MBA final year, he had 70%, but he had a couple of papers as arrears. Okay. So so he was not eligible to be part of the placement. The Amazon said, sorry, we cannot allow him to be part of the interview. See, this is very important thing for you guys. You will not get an opportunity to be part of an interview process when you don't have that required percentage. That's why I'm telling you, right from first year onwards, you people have to maintain 70% and above. I'm sure you would have done, you have got about 80 to 90% in your 12th standard. But here what we expect is minimum is 70%. That is what will help you to get into top companies in the country or globally. Okay, that's the thing. So this guy was not able to get an opportunity to be part of the placement drive. But he asked me one thing, sir, can I work as a volunteer for the placement drive? Because we always invite students to be part of to do a voluntary work during the placement drive to assist the HRs, because some 5 to 10 HRs will come to the campus, their team will come. So we need to give them the support, assistance, everything required. So we use our students to interact with them so that they gain knowledge. So he said, okay, I want to become a volunteer for this training, for this placement. I said, okay, fine, you can be a volunteer. So this guy was working with the HRs, okay, in guiding them or assisting those people, in giving them the, helping them for the smooth process of the placement drive. So he was assisting the HR throughout. And even though at certain time the HR was so harsh with him in dealing with, communicating certain things, he was very polite. He did not show any kind of rash attitude. He was very understanding. He took everything and he was helping that HR in a very beautiful way. So what has happened is the placement drive was over. End of the day, they said, okay, these are the set of people who got selected. They can join us. And before going, the HR asked me, so this guy, who is this guy who was assisting me? He said, this guy was also an MBA student, but because he has got couple of arrears, he couldn't be part of the placement drive as per your company norms. And what he says, sir, this guy's attitude is very good. He has been wonderful. He has understood the things. He completely understood the process, whatever I communicated, and he completely followed it without any issues. Even though sometimes I was harsh with him, he was very polite and he has took things and he has given me the right support. So I want to give him an opportunity to be part of the interview process. So can you ask him to come next Saturday to our Cochin office so that we can do the interview process for him? So we are very happy. Okay, and we told him, okay, this is an opportunity for you. This opportunity you got because of your attitude. You got an attitude, you got a right attitude, and you got an opportunity now to be part of the interview process. So I want to clarify this to you guys. Students, he got an opportunity to be part of the interview process only for the interview, okay, because of the attitude. But to clear the interview process, it requires his knowledge and skills, okay. So he went there to Cochin. Whatever he has been a very good student. He was a studious student. He understood, who listens in the classes, who interacts with so many people. So he talked to the people, okay, out of his knowledge from his faculties and principals, everyone has given him. He went there to the interview at Cochin and he cleared 4 rounds of interview, okay. after 4 rounds, he got selected with a CTC of 12 lakhs per annum to start with, which is 1 lakh per month, which is a wonderful opportunity for an MBA students to start up a career. You can see so many people who has done MBAs and working with Swiggy and Uber as a delivery boy without a job. All this happens because of two things. One is you don't study while you're required to study. You don't develop your knowledge and skills. And third is you develop a very bad attitude right from your academic, from your college, because that gets reflected. You cannot change your attitude overnight. It is a system it is a system in your body. You need to develop that system in you so that this attitude continues right from first year onwards, because that plays a major role in not only in your college but throughout your career. Wherever you go and work, all through your career, you get preference, you get selections. All this happens because of your right attitude, how you behave with your boss, how you behave with your peers, how you help each other. All these things come because of good attitude. So this plays a very important role. The third thing, first thing is your communications. The second thing is your knowledge and skill sets. Third thing is your attitude. The fourth important and last thing which I want to emphasize to you guys is the most important thing in anyone's career, okay, is taking responsibility. Okay, here the challenge what we have seen in this generation students is taking responsibility for any work. They are not ready to take responsibility. But if you take people throughout the world, they all have been successful. You take anybody, you take Steve Jobs, you take Jack Ma, you take Ratan Tata, you take Ambani's, you take anybody in the world. Okay, you can take Elon Musk, you can take about Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook. All these people are very successful in their life. All these people have been struggled and they've grown up in their life. But if you look at the career path, go and study their career, whatever their biographies, whatever they written about it, they are the people who has taken responsibilities for their particular task. So this is a very important quality which you guys has to take in your life, which you have to adapt in your life, because without responsibilities you will not grow in your life. It can be in your academics, it can be in your family, you can take even politics. You can take any politics, guys. The guy who has taken responsibility for a particular work, he would have grown up and become a top position in any parties. This applies in your career, this applies in your companies, wherever you work. The guys who take responsibilities for a particular task, irrespective of the difficulties. Let me tell you the example of taking responsibilities. If you are getting into a corporate life, if you're getting into an academics or anywhere, wherever you work, when you are getting into a job, you always get into a entry-level job or mid-level job, right? So when you get into that, you always have a boss in you. When you take a responsibility of the boss, what he is doing, when you are trying to take his work, when you are going to support him voluntarily, okay, out of your own interest, and you always have a mentality of teaching your peers, working with your peers, helping them to understand, giving your hands in support. This always gives you a edge over other people in your career, because you are taking responsibility for a particular task. When your boss gives you a particular task, when you take that responsibility and do it, the confidence on you is built up. Okay, so when you move, when there is an opening for a higher position in your organizations, okay, normally the boss or anybody wants a people who can take responsibility, because it directly affects him. He wants people who can take the responsibility of doing a particular task successfully, okay, without damaging anybody else, and that is where you grow in your life. So when there is an opening, the boss always recommends a person who is very close to him, who can take responsibility and who knows the job. Okay, because since the person who has taken the responsibility has done the job of a boss, helped him, the boss always believes he knows the job what he is going to do. So it's easy for a boss or any person, the higher ups, to recommend a person, because he knows that this person will be successful in the roles what he is getting. The challenge for all of you guys now in this world is taking responsibility. If you have taken the responsibility to be successful in your career, okay, you will start implementing all these things, the 4 things which I have talked to you guys, the 3 things which I have talked to you guys before this. One is improving on your communications. Second thing is developing your knowledge and your skill sets, okay. Third thing is developing a right attitude. That is very important for your career in today's world. Every company that comes for recruitment, every company that comes for any positions, they look out for all these criteria, because today everything has become online, right? Today now the freshers, the orientation is happening online. I'm able to talk to 158 students right away, sitting in a different remote locations. Okay, and you people are in different areas. Why I'm telling you responsibility is very important is, in today's corporate life, most of your work, you will be working from different places. You will not be working in a common place. You will be working in a different areas. Your office will be different, but you'll be operating in a different. The company wants people who are responsible for the job, responsible for the task given to them, and who can take a responsibility as an individual, who is disciplined enough to work on a remote location and complete the task successfully. Because this is a very challenging situation for everybody, and future is going to be like this. Every company has already tasted the advantage of working on a remote location from different positions, different areas. So they will be looking for a wonderful people who can take responsibility for the particular task and deliver it, even though he is not monitored. Okay, that's a very important thing. Okay, so this quality, I'm sure that if you guys can develop it, you have a wonderful career in NGI. The learnings, whatever you're going to make it in NGI, you will have a wonderful career in your corporate life, wherever you're going to work. And apart from that, you will have a wonderful, great friends throughout the world who will be admiring you, who will be looking forward for you, who will always seek your help and guidance, and they will always want to have a wonderful relationship with you people, because this plays a very important role in your career. Because today's world is not about individual person, it's about working as a team, taking responsibility and delivering on the responsibilities and the commitment. So I'm sure that these are the things which us NCPR team, the next 3 years, we will develop in you. We will try to construct in you the qualities. These are the qualities, the 4 most qualities which we will be trying to construct in you people, so that you go out of NGI as a very strong and a professional person, so that when we always feel proud of you at any point of time, the most important people in your life will always feel proud and happy about you. They will always feel cherished with your success in your life. So I'm sure this is what we are going to do in the next 3 years with you from NCPR. This is on a brief note. So my team will be talking to you the next 2 days about different qualities on depth, what is expected from you guys. So thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity for Nehru Aeronautical Applied Science College, Balaji sir, Singar Vaduvel sir, and all the team people. So thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to interact with the students. So wish you all a great success. We are here to help you guys. We are here to channelize you. You can reach to us any point of time, all the 3 years, or even after that, you will always be in touch with us, because we will build a very strong relationship with each other as we grow up in your career, and we are sure that we will be there to support you at any point of time, to give you a right guidance and give you a right career path. So thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity. Have a great career in your life, and all the very best. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for rendering a wonderful session.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Now, I would like to invite.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Have a wonderful time at Enjoy. You will have a lot of fun.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Show the college campus, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sir. Sir.
Sir, show the college campus.
Show the college campus and hostel, sir.
College campus and hostel, sir.
The students, we are planning for that tomorrow afternoon. So definitely we'll show the campus, everything. So that will be planned tomorrow afternoon. So please wait.
Thank you,
till
ma'am.
then.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Vasuki madam. Vasuki madam.
Sir. Sir.
Dean
sir. Sir, இல்ல சார் டீன் சார் வந்து வெளியில போயிட்டாங்க சார், அதனால இப்போ கால் பண்ணாங்க சார்.
Oh, you were there?
No sir, actually he was there sir, but by mistake he left the meeting, so he couldn't join again sir, but the chief guest left the meeting sir.
Chief guest also left the meeting.
Chief guest left the meeting sir.